Hello there, and welcome to The Dark Descent. This is it's a free collection games on Xbox Game Pass. Well, this might be kind of interesting. I haven't done a video for about 2 weeks. I've not been too well of late, so my voice might be a bit croaky because I've got a cold and everything. So yeah, but I haven't played any horror games in a while, so this should be kind of interesting. Get my words out. Interesting. I'm using a new mic. I am using a Jesus Lord, Yeti Nano, if I can speak correctly. So I've been quite impressed with the quality of this compared to using just a standard microphone on a headset. So I've been trying to get some content out, but as I said, like I've been kind of ill all week, so that time of the year though, everyone's getting colds and everything else at the moment.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Okay, so let's do this. This place looks horrible. Excuse me. Why? No. A medieval castle. Always good. I can jump. Okay. So, A jumps. B ducks. Basically, I'm using my Xbox. I think it's actually on Game Pass on PC in actuality. I think it is. Probably would have made more sense to have played it on there, but currently downloading is it High on Life, I think it's called. Looks kind of unique, really different for the games I've sort of seen. They can throw things if you hold things. Oh, what is going on? I'll come back to this bit afterwards. She's saying that's a dead end. I presume I need a lighter or something to light the candles. It's something weird. As soon as I start approaching this area, this is where it's starting to get quite so. Oh, cool. Can I just put that armor on? That might be handy. This is the one thing, a good thing I think. Both consoles. I know PS5 supports the 3D audio. Is that just my character breathing? The 3D audio, which is. Yeah. So it's locked. Whoa! What the hell, man? That was way. That was kind of. That was interesting. Six. The good thing about horror games is always closed doors, but there is a door. Throw doors shut as well. It's so much easier with a mouse than using it. Nice place. Here we go. See. Win it. Oh god. Really? These candles are lit already. I've got a wee moan about my GameCube adapter. I bought the Retrobit Prism after buying the Queso one, and now the Retrobit one isn't working, as in it's not outputting audio. It does video, but it's not giving me any audio. So if anyone knows, I mean, if anyone else has had this problem, let me know in the comments, because it would be quite handy, because I don't really know what to do other than maybe send the bloody thing back, but I can't really send it back to Amazon because I've had it a year now. Whereas the Queso one only lasted me about 3 months and that broke, and this one's lasted me just over a year. They all just seem to be sort of, I don't want to be unfair and say they're just cheap crap coming from, knockoffs coming from some of those places like China, but that's the impression I'm getting, because at the end of the day I've looked after these things meticulously, and once again it's not work. This one's broken as well. It's just not working properly. So, and the GameCube is the system I've been collecting probably the most for of late, especially the collection of games for GameCube now, especially. Still after a few heavy hitters at some point. Code Veronica X, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and so we've got the Resident Evil 4 remake is out March or June next year. So yes, we'll see. I really want a remake of Code Veronica. Would be quite interesting. Oh yes, there be light. Thank you. For a big castle, there's nobody here at all. I didn't like that. Something was... See, if it was me, I'd be one of those armor things. I wouldn't have moved. But then saying that, I wouldn't be in the middle of the medieval castle. It's clearly flipping wanted. What is that? That's just... Someone's jumping on the bed. What the hell? What's going on? Oh, that was freaking freaky. That was freaking me out. Ugh. I've got a variable refresh rate running as well because I've actually hooked up the Series X to monitor, which is only a 1080p 32-inch ViewSonic monitor, but it's got all the bells and whistles. I'd like to go for a higher resolution, really, but I'm only on it, as I said, 3060 Ti. It'll do 1080p high ultra, and it'll do 1440p as well. But I'm waiting to see, because at the moment, in the GPU landscape, AMD are looking way more interesting and way more competitive than Nvidia. Other than in terms of the traditional stuff like ray tracing is always going to be an Nvidia advantage at the moment. What is going on? Okay, I'm tripping right now. What is going on? Completely pointless cover. I don't know if I want to keep wasting these, lighting up these things. I'm not even 100% sure what the goal of the game actually is. I just saw it on Game Pass. Oh, your Santa drain. Turn the lights on. Okay, fair enough. Oh, bollocks to going in there now. So that. Aha. So, oh great. Go on. One of these games where they've been dead stingy with the resources. We should do it right, so I need to remember that then. Okay. Oh, hey, could have done that a bit quieter. Oh, this doesn't look good. Very slow game, this, I must admit. It's not certainly not a fast game. I've seen some. Whoa! that caught me up. Reduce your sanity. Increase by completing puzzles and making progress. Know what? Shut up, seriously. You know what? Maybe we should do the puzzle afterwards. I generally thought if I... Yeah, need a plumber. Oh, there's light on there. Yeah, knock it off. Oh, that's what that weird noise was. Aha! These things are literally what's going to keep me alive. Can you run? No. There's no ability to run. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, it's not dark in here, is it? The light, get to the light. That's my bike. Does this dude just not have a torch? No sense. What the fuck is that? I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. There's something in here. Anytime I move to the ground, maybe not. That's right, Twonks. That's right. I've got a lantern. Fear me. Yeah. That's right. This thing's gonna run out of power in about 4 seconds. Oil or something. We have picked a lantern. When filled vote can turn on. Okay, so I can turn it off and get it out when I really need it. I'm gonna go and recheck that room here. I couldn't see anything. The physics side is quite cool. This game's been out for quite a long time. So my understanding is very, very popular. You never, the amount of games that come out on PC is just, it's just extraordinary, especially on Steam. I mean, I still, to this day, I've yet to finish Alien Isolation, which is basically because I'm still well, I'm about 30 plus hours into the game, and last time I played it, I was currently cowering under a desk. Got reasonably far with it, but it's I just haven't. Oh wait, just haven't got any further with it as of yet. It's a really good game. Still quite shocked that game places like IGN gave it like 5 out of 10, which just makes no sense at all. I will admit the game can go on quite a long time and it does drag a bit, but the entire time I played it, I was never bored. I was just always incredibly stressed out most of the time while I was playing it. That was the one thing I was always stressed out playing that game. Should I leave the door open or not? Oh god. I think I've just run out of oil. Oh god. This might be the library. No oil left. Need to use those sparingly, I suppose. I'm not the biggest abject card when it comes to these kind of games, if I'm honest. Thoroughly loved RE2 remake. That was just easily one of the best sort of remakes I've remakes, reimaginings I've played. And I played that numerous times. Didn't play RE3 as much, sadly. Still enjoyed the game. Loved the voice casting and everything. The whole cast in general was just really, really stellar. But they cut way too many corners of RE3 remake, and they made Nemesis crap. To be honest, he's just not the Nemesis from the '99 PS1 game. It just doesn't. There's no real tension because everything is kind of scripted. Nemesis in RE3 remake, whereas in the original, you never knew when he was going to come. He would just randomly appear. Especially when he burst through the RPD window, that really cracked me up. Oh, what we got here?
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Right, okay. Horrible at all. Don't mean to just randomly kill someone. So no, as I was saying, Resident Evil 3, there was just so much content lacking, missing. That was the one thing I really was disappointed at. I suppose we'll see how Resident Evil 4 goes. This has been made by, I believe it's the same thing that did RE2, so it's probably a good positive sign. I played Resident Evil Village as well. I've cleared that. I cleared it once. It was a decent enough game. I'm sort of hoping they'll go back to more traditional sort of Resident Evil sort of stories. The more B-movie type stuff, because it's I think I just prefer those. I think I prefer just the B movie cheese more than anything. And there is a point in Village where it does harken back to Resident Evil 5 and 6, which I don't necessarily think is a good thing. They should stay as far away from there. So there's a point in it with Chris where he has like every machine gun, every powerful weapon you can possibly think of, basically. Where the hell do we go now? We've been here. You can run. What's wrong? Storm speed. Right, okay. Yeah, there's a point near the end of the game where you've just got like all these different machine guns, rifles, shotguns, etc. There's loads of stuff. Hey, that wasn't... I don't recall that being... I thought that was sealed. I thought that was... Maybe not. Slightly mystified about where I've got to go. The story sort of seems to be you've already been through this and you're sort of repeating events. Understanding this correctly. Might not be. Definitely something. Oh, no, okay, we've got to do a bit of searching for some other stuff. Okay. Seems to be any more boxes here. So I just go back past all different boxes and see if I can find it. God, that music was really getting on my skin. This game runs really well. Performance problems. So we've also got an announcement of, well, it hasn't been officially announced, but it's already been leaked. 9, whatever it's going to be called. It's going to be bingo. It's already been leaked, apparently. As I said, I'm sort of hoping they go back to the more traditional Resident Evil stories, the B-movie stuff. The story between Resident Evil 7 and then up through 8 and Village, I'd say, it's not a bad story. I haven't played the Rose DLC. maybe at some point. I'm not. I wasn't. I think Village was a decent game, but 7 was a much better game. 7 was just the fact that the emphasis was on horror, whereas in Village, it's straddled. The first part of the game is awesome. It's proper horror. But Village, at times it goes horror, and then like facing Lady Demetras, is it? I don't even know. She's intimidating. She's interesting to fight and stuff. That's interesting. The doll lady was pretty creepy as well. But then after that, then it just became basically all action. Mostly, it's still the aesthetics of the game and the environment really fascinating. It just doesn't really do that much. I did find it interesting that spoiler warning that Ethan he actually did die when I can't remember when the old man in 7 said welcome to the family son. He actually did die. I mean, I didn't click on until he actually had died, and that he was made a mold, because they don't even reveal it till at the end of Resident Evil Village. So it's kind of interesting. But I want to see him go back to the more traditional stuff. Bring back, say they can't bring Albert Wesker back. I suppose you could clone him. I haven't played 6 because it's just not a game I really consider that I really want to play. I played the demo for it. I thought it was awful, honestly. It was like a really bad Resident Evil 5. Like, they tried to cater to every fan, like, which in theory would make sense. Horror, action, and then the chase one. But it's a good. From what I've been told, it's a very, very good in co-op though. It's a lot of fun. Like 5's pretty fun in co-op. But 5 wasn't scary. It wasn't a bad game either though. At the same time, but 6 just goes way too far the other direction, to the point where it's just not Resident Evil. But 4, I would. Everyone says 4 is the best Resident Evil game. I disagree personally, but I can see the merits of it because RE4 changed a lot of established rules and the way things work. And Resident Evil 4 is a good game, and it's scary. There are points, especially later in the game, where you have to face those. I don't even know what they're called. Those weird, creepy, pale skin things where you've got to shoot them. Certain parts of their body parts flash red. Those things are creepy. They generally are really. That creeped me out quite a lot. Hopefully they'll do something just as good for Resident Evil 4 remake. But as much as I've gone about remakes, again, another remake, obviously I've said it many times in videos, is Dino Crisis. I played through it a few months back, as in not all of it. I did the first 2 or 3 hours I think I played of it. Yeah, it holds up. Obviously graphically it's ancient standards. It runs on the same engine as the original first 3 Resident Evil games. But it's still a really, really good game. I'd love to see that modernized. Capcom did pull a fast one, and they've announced there was some other game they announced that looked like had Regina in it from Dino Crisis, but it wasn't Regina. Very similar character model though, very, very similar. I think that's what people want though. They want to see another Dino Crisis, because Dino Crisis never really got its due. The first one's good. The second one is actually not bad either. To be honest, it's just a very very different. Jesus Christ! It's a very very different game. It's very action based. I am genuinely mystified about where I've got to go. I haven't got a bleeding clue what I've got to do. Where do I go? It's a dead end, right. Right, okay. Try to get my lantern out. Aha! Not letting me grab it. Okay, so for some reason it's not letting me grab it. Just grab it. Stop. Oh, right. Is even when I try to it's not let me play. So when it's dark, it won't let me grab it at all. It won't even let me move it. I have to hold both down. That makes a great deal of sense.